Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back to another week. Look, we weren't have much field work this week. A bit of hedge cutting going on, alright. But thankfully, I've got a bit of time to stay at the Fordson Major. So here we are, and we have our clutch changed because our old clutch was it was worn. It was slipping anyway with the original engine. 5 minutes of driving we done on the tractor before we took out the engine. So I'm after sticking a new clutch plate in. I cleaned off our flywheel. Cleaned off our pressure plate. Our new clutch is in. I just changed my release bearing here now, so we'll give that a small tap of a bit of a timber, and we'll get it in all the way. Our sump now is it's held in fully, and basically all we have to do now is join her back together, and I would say kind of this whole area is finished with it in. So yeah, I'll just give our pressure plate a bit of a whack, and we'll stick that back in. Sorry, not our pressure plate, our release bearing. So just a gentle tap. That's all I really want. So he's home and dry there now. I'll just have to push my linkage out here. I might get enough by hand. I'd say we will. Apologies for the lighting, but we're in a bit of a confined space here, and I'm trying to use both hands. So bear with me for 1 minute. You might see it going on here. Crude film work if ever you've seen it, but just the way we are with it. We're not professionals by any means, so right, that should go back. Yep, there we go. So that's that back together. So all we really have to do now is push the tractor back together, and that is the majority of this side of the work done on it. So we may as well go at that. I'll do a bit of cleaning up with tools on the ground and throwing everywhere, and I'll stick Jackie in under her, and we'll start rolling her back together. Okay, so now it's all one. The tractor's back together. Our chassis rails are right. Our front axle is fully mounted. Basically now she is together. It's as fully together now as it will be when the project is finished. So originally we had a different sump, but we would have had to bend this bar down into a big, just bring it down there and around out that way to fit the sump, but this sump is suits better, and yeah, so that's that part of it. Basically the two front wheels are connected by this bar going to the other side, so that's that done now. Now this is the kind of, I suppose, I won't call it tricky bit, but it's a bit of work involved in this bit. So originally, the Major's front axle is held on there in the front, obviously, but it was also held inside in the Major's original sump, which I will show you actually, because there's one of them over here. So that's basically, you know, this is your sump. That's where it bolted onto the back of the engine. That's the front of the engine, and that's where your axle used to pivot off of. So we have to change that setup now. We have to go with a kind of a new setup, which there's varying ideas of about how that should be done. A lot of people bring about the front here. They just basically flip the whole thing upside down. Bolt plates into this, bring a pin down here so your axle is pivoting off of the front here, but to be honest with you, I don't really like that. I don't think it looks very nice. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in radius rods on it, and radius rods would have been used on 135s, Dexters, 20s, that kind of stuff. So this is a radius rod with our fork cut off of it, so we're going to have to cut this guy here, weld our fork onto him, and we'll know it in where our position of everything is going to finish up. We just have rough pinned, stuck and everything here, so we kind of, you know, we know where we're going to put and everything. So yeah, that's probably the next job, is cut that weld our radius rod onto it and see where we finish up with that.